Hey everybody, it's RighteousFreed back with another Apex Arena video. This time featuring myself versus UnTrucALaCon. This is actually the second time I fought him. The first time was earlier in the same day and he got the upper hand that time. But this is going to be a little bit of a revenge match. We're going to be on the floating courtyard. He has a pretty standard box with the exception of having an Akka in here. Now he also only has 2 tanks, so he's going to be first picking a tank, so it's important to look out for there. It does give a better banning strategy for me, so I can just keep going and banning out the DPS I don't want. We're going to jump into it. I'm going to start banning out Reen. He'll ban on my Resent Seal because he doesn't want to deal with that. He wants to have a good mix of AoE and single target. He's going to pick up Hilda. I'm going to ban out his Ares and Sigma, that way he doesn't have much map control. I'll pick up my Liana. He'll ban my Sigma and Light of Genesis to cut down on my control. He's going to pick up his own. I'll ban Yulia and Himiko. No pushing around, no multi-lives. I'm going to pick up Bernhardt. I wanted to have a flexible box. He's going to ban Elwyn and Yulia. He'll pick up Deedlit, so he's got a lot of the magic damage here. I'm going to ban out his last 2 true DPS. There's always Akka. But now I'll pick up Ledin for a tank. He bans Illustrial and Emmerich. And he picks up Florentia. I'll ban Juggler and Akka. I'm surprised he picked the healer at that point. Probably wanted to make sure he got Florentia. I'll pick up Hein. He bans Noemi and Florentia. And he picks up Resential, and I will be picking up Juggler. So, real quick. Now, he took Royal Cavalry right there because he is definitely looking to counter Bernhardt. He's worried about the damage he's going to do. So, respect to that. Now, his Florentia is also only a 5-star, so does play a little bit to my advantage. He doesn't have that one extra stratagem, which can make the difference in every match. But Bernhardt is going to be buffing himself and Hein, which is most important. Ledin here is just going to soak up a lot of damage, and Juggler is going to be here for a lot of utility. Let's get going. And we're just going to start posturing first turn. And Resential's faction buff is actually going to be quite annoying this match. Tons of posturing. I was a little worried that Light of Genesis might teleport in to pull off a sneaky attack, but realized he probably didn't want to go that route since then I could just counter kill him. I get a lucky Tenyo Breeze on my Juggler. And also, Hilda really worried about Bernhardt changes to Cavalry, but she's not worried at all about Hein. Because she knows that if he moves too forward, he's just going to die to the mages. I use Master Magic trying to get 1 more Thunder Stack so I can attack at 4 range, but I don't get that, so I was a little disappointed there. Light of Genesis attacks. And he doesn't have Scepter, he has the Pale Staff dealing increased damage and putting a debuff on Ledin. Perfect to counter his Redeemers. Now I use Prayer on Liana because I want to make sure that people have healing after their turn. Start the cooldown so I can have it a lot later. Now he sudden strikes, and I see an opportunity here to kill off Light of Genesis so I could take out the biggest threat. So with Juggler having this extra movement, he's going to be able to lock down Hilda. Now, I am very confident with all of the HP that my werewolves have, I can live through a D-lit hit. At least one. So I'm gonna run like a dog, get right in, lock her down. Boop. Now I'm gonna be acting first, so I'm gonna be able to kill off Lolly Jessica very, very easily. And because he attacks me from range, God, that's a strong D-lit, I survive. If he attacked me at melee, I think because of how the animation works, he might have killed me because the unicorns would have attacked faster and hit my werewolves more. Have to try that out with somebody else after this just to see. But because here I've locked down Hilda, I get to act first. Bernhardt's gonna come in. Gonna kill her off. Because he was damaged, he didn't get the full basic attack to kill her, but heal up. Overlords. Put some damage on Hilda. D-lit comes to finish off Juggler. And with Ledin, I take this opportunity. I Righteous Duel, locking down both D-lit and Hilda. Hilda attacks my Ledin, but she's got no damage. I heal him up that way they don't try to gimp him. And that amazing crit by Florentia damages me just enough that Resential is gonna be able to wipe out Bernhardt, even though her int is a little on the low side. But I take this opportunity. He sudden strikes, wasting his stratagems. I don't know why. I use my Raging Thunder on D-lit, killing her off. Bernhardt dies. But at this point, it's just it's a war of attrition. Now, you saw there were 2 debuffs placed there. He has Tenyo's Robe, which dispelled one of my stacks, and his faction buff from Resential. When initiating battle, damage is increased by 12%. Before being forced into battle, dispel 1 buff from the enemy. So he was able to dispel my int buff here. So if I had just that little bit of extra int, this Florentia would have died here, and this battle would have been over very, very soon. But RNG giveth and RNG taketh. He runs away to heal himself up. And now we start playing the long game. He's just trying to put out a bunch of damage. That way he doesn't auto-lose to time. And I'm just going to wait out until I can get Righteous Duel and my Raging Thunder again. I just put some damage on Hilda. Thorns deals me a bunch of damage. Now I'm intentionally keeping my team closer to the fog because when Righteous Duel comes up, I want to place them in a way that it'll lock Hilda in the fog. But I'm just healing up. Raging Thunder, almost kill her. Just trying to make sure they waste all their time healing her. Alright, Resential's locked down. I don't have to worry about her attacking. So I Master of Magic. Deal massive damage to her again. Get a breeze and max out my thunder stacks. Ledin moves over here. So now I activate Prayer again. That way they can heal after their turn in case of counter damage. So he rams Ledin. pushing him down here. That's fine with me. Now, with Hein, my Raging Thunder, and I'm able to kill off Florentia finally. Even though he dispelled one of my stacks, the 1.6 damage was just enough. So, this is the perfect spot. I move over here, damage Resentseal a bunch. Scepter of Divinity is just the best weapon for mages. I act again because I want to finish off Resentseal really quick. And just like I planned, I lock Hilda over here to make this easy. With a basic attack, I finish off Resentseal. He's going to poke me for the heck of it. And then he's going to admit defeat and go for another game. Heck of a long battle. Bernhardt is a beast. All that fixed damage really helps kill off any of the enemies, even with a weakened soldier. And not much to say. Everything was just shown here. Hein put in a lot of work, keeping a lot of damage up, keeping Hilda down. Love Ledden's Righteous Duel. I honestly feel like it's one of the best 3Cs in the game with how flexible it is. So all in all, just a very well planned match. Alright. Do appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, consider liking and subscribing. I'm always putting out more videos every week. Until next time, RighteousFreed out.